Step out to the field, climb a tree, shoot a deer. I reminisce about these days, man, I get a chill. We keep our trucks lifted up so high, we gotta lock them down in the four-wheel drive. Sideways in the mud hole, that's just how it goes round here. I'm talking about the southern land.
How's it going, guys? We're here today, and we've got a few requests to do this, so we figured we'd give it a shot. We're going to show y'all how we set up our climbers. We have two different climbers between me and Zach. I have the Summit Goliath, and
I've got the Summit Century, and we both set up our climbers way different from each other. So
yeah, so we're just going to basically walk through on what we do, or what we did to our climbers, why we did it, because when you spend as much time as we do in a climber, how it's set up is very important. I mean, it's basically like getting in your truck and driving there. You got to have your stuff a certain way and everything like that. But we're gonna jump into it, and then we're gonna show you how we pack it. Packing is very important, especially if you walk and stuff into stands like we do. So, I mean, we'll walk up to a mile to get into a stand
especially on public land.
Yeah, especially when we hit the public land up. But so we're gonna get started. We're gonna go through mine, Warren's set up. Then we're gonna go through his on how it's set up, and then we're gonna show you how we pack them individually. Alright guys, so on my Summit, I took the standard padding off of it because I like a more a padding that doesn't slip and slide on it. So I wrapped my entire top of my stand in 550 paracord. That definitely takes some time. There's about 500 feet of paracord on this stand. So on a Goliath, if you think you might want to do this, get plenty of paracord. I didn't think it was going to take near that amount. I didn't take the time to do all the math and stuff like that on it. So the regular ones that come on it are great, but they slide up and down slightly. When you're as big as guy as me, you want something firm to hang on to whenever you're climbing up and down, because it's not the safest thing, especially when when you live at the weight limit of what most of these climbers are. Anyway, so besides that, I got the standard safety harness rope, hunter safety system. We always wear our safety harnesses when we climb. If you don't wear one, get you one. It's most safety harnesses are around 70, 80 bucks. I'd say that's pretty cheap considering your whole life is in its hands. So besides that, we got the standard the standard little bungee cord that keeps you safe. Keeps it from falling out from underneath you. Other than that, I have this that I built out of paracord. I actually was climbing down one night and had my bottom fall out from me, and this worked great, and I was able to get it back, but it took a lot more time than what that should take. So I went ahead and built something that didn't give, made it plenty long enough to where it doesn't ever get in the way while I'm going up and down, but it is just a simple normal braid on the 550 paracord. And then I got my bow holder, and then my pull-up rope is attached to it. And on the pull-up rope, I have it about 30 feet. Sometimes when I'm climbing, I end up going higher than that. If you've watched me my hunt killing Mohican, I was about 35 feet up the tree. Most of the time I like to stay around 25, but when you got to, especially when you're in an area that doesn't have as much cover, you got to get higher. That way the deer are less likely to see you. But other than that, that's pretty much how I have mine set up when it's on the tree. Of course, I got to get a new seat before next year. Mine's about wore out. I've had this particular stand about 5 years, just replaced the cables on it. But it's a great stand. I love it. It take a lot to get me hunting in something besides a Summit. and that's not even an endorsement, that's just what we personally feel. But now we're going to cut to Zach's, let him show you what he does with his, and then we're going to show you how to pack them.
Alright guys, this is my Summit Century. Just got it this year. I've really enjoyed this stand, and I haven't done near as much to mine as Kate's done to his, but I'm going to start with this. It's the standard umbilical cord, you know, just like Kate was saying, holds the bottom up. I've got mine set up a little bit farther back, which, I mean, it's all personal preference. And then I've got my pull rope. This is not the best system. I'm going to go ahead and be straightforward with you. This is not the best pull-up rope system, but it works. I've just got it all wrapped up. And when I pack my stand and show you how it's all packed up, you'll kind of understand why I do this a little bit better. But the only other thing I've done to this thing is put a bow holder right over here, and that's really nice when you're just sitting there waiting on a deer, big old monster buck to walk up, even though that never happens to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This seat, just one more thing, this seat is extremely nice. Being that it's so much higher than these bars, you can shoot standing up, or I mean you can shoot sitting down. You don't have to stand up at all. I mean, I still like to stand up most of the time when I shoot my bow, but I actually did have to take one shot this year sitting down, and it was a mess, but oh well. So that's pretty much it for my climber.
So one thing I wanted to clarify on mine, this is Zach's strap. This is a normal little quick strap that comes with them to help hold them together while you're packing in and stuff. I cut mine a lot shorter than Zach's. His is full length. I cut mine, it's about 8 inches. So first thing I do is obviously got to put them together, and on the Goliath you can put the bottom through the top. So you take this, you hold up the seat and take the climber and just push it straight through there. Of course you got your backpack straps holding it down, and then first thing you want to do, tuck your seat back down in there and take your longer cord and push it through and rotate it through. That's going to help hold it to where it doesn't rattle on the bottom end. And then I always take this, my cut off strap, and then I'll loop it in through here to the top. Of course, yeah, you got your backpack strap right here. And then I take my safety harness clip right here, and I'll put it through this strap before I tighten it down, and then I'll tighten this strap down. The reason for doing that is now, since we film our hunts, I have this little hook right here to hold my backpack to the stand when I'm walking in and out. I don't have my backpack with me this afternoon, but that's what I use it for. Just makes it a whole lot easier. Then I take my my safety rope, lay it down right here, pull it through, and then reach it back and hook it up to itself. And then this one, just kind of stuff it in there to where it doesn't just beat the ground and stuff like that on the way through. And then you're ready to pack out.
Alright guys, so the first thing I do with mine, since it's got this sort of millennium style seat, you can't put the bottom through the top like you can on Cage, so I'll just flip it over, and then I run the cable on the bottom kind of over the the front bar on the front one, and then that's where my green strap comes in. Run it through the back plate and the front bar of my bottom. Cinch it down. And I like to get mine really tight, but cinch that down. Then I take my umbilical cord deal, run it over the seat and back through the little back plate, so that way it kind of holds the seat close to the climber. And the last step is I grab my pull rope and latch that into this little gap right here on the green cord, and that, just as Cade said, that's how my backpack latches on. I like to just kind of get this out of the way. And the last thing I'm gonna say about my climber, I really hate all of Summit's backpack straps. Me personally, it's all personal preference, but I strongly dislike all of the stock backpack straps. So I put on this Molly backpack frame and all the straps and everything, and that way it's extremely helpful when you're walking a long ways, especially on public land. It takes all the weight off your back, it feels like. So that's how I set up mine.
Alright guys, so we appreciate y'all watching. I hope that helps y'all out. But we're about to get out of here for the day. We're going to catch y'all soon. But make sure you always like and subscribe to us. We really appreciate it. And always remember, no matter what you're doing, always live life 25 feet high.